Ciao friends, I'm Shelley from Shelley Skincare, and thank you so much for joining my channel. Today we're going to do a demonstration on how to wax yourself, like a DIY, how to wax yourself at home. Since we're all sheltering in place, at least at this moment, I've been asked quite a few times what people can do at home, so I'll be showing you how to do that on my leg. I typically wax people, I don't typically wax myself, so let's see how this goes. But I'll do my best to demonstrate and explain about hair direction, growth, and things like that. You'll want to check out my previous videos. One is, should you do a DIY wax? The other one is all of the supplies that you're going to need to do that, and you can find the supplies on my website, shelleyskincare.com. I have an Amazon storefront where I've put a lot of different things to make it convenient. I also have it's called Shelley's Shop World. You can check that out along with my products. Anyway, I am going to get myself together and I'll be right back. Hi, okay. So here is my leg. Now, what I like to do is put my leg on a table or something flat. I'm imagining a kitchen table, maybe your vanity in your bathroom, something like that. But I don't like to recommend that people sit on the floor because they're super crunched. So here I have good access, I have good lighting. You can do a top-down lighting if you want. And I have an eyeliner pen and I'm just gonna draw. So we're just gonna pretend that that is a big long black hair. The direction of that hair is growing like that. So you can see this little arrow here. Over here, we're going to show that those hairs are growing in a different direction. They're kind of growing sort of at an angle. Maybe here, they're growing at an angle going that way. So now I've got big hairy leg hairs growing this way, and then I've got big long hairy hairs growing at an angle, and then at another angle. So I'm going to try to treat each one of these different hair direction growth patterns differently. The first thing when I'm teaching an esthetician how to wax, I usually break things down into sections. So you can take a pen if you're worried about this, and you can draw a line across like this, and then you can draw one straight down your leg to your ankle, and then around, and then back up here. Anything really that you can see. So actually I can't see over here, so I'm not going to do that. We're going to draw it like this. Now I'm going to take my wax, and we've already gone over all of these things in a previous wax video, so in the supply video. I'm going to take my wax stick, the large tongue depressor, and I'm going to twirl it around a bit, and just so you see, this consistency is pretty good. It's not too hot, otherwise it would be runny and it wouldn't be staying on my stick this well. Now I'm going to scrape off the back. I'm just going to lay it here, and I'm going to go against that line, and that line is going to be my line of demarcation, and I'm going to be able to see where I've gone. Okay, so you want it to be that thin. You want to be able to see through it. Because this is my professional pot, I am not going to double dip. If I was at home, I might decide to double dip because it's my own pot. I can do what I want with that. But here at the studio, that is a no-no. So I'm just gonna scrape off the back, go back to my line, sweep it down. I still have some wax here, so I'm going to bring it down again. And I still have a little bit of wax left. So let's try to tackle that last piece. Oops, I didn't make it. In the trash. Now I'm going to get a little bit more. And if you're ambidextrous, which you may be, you can just do it this way so that you don't have a jagged line on the other side. So now I have a pretty even line. Now I'm gonna lay my Pellon. I like Pellon instead of muslin. I'm gonna lay my Pellon down this way. Now because the hairs are growing in this direction, I'll just show you in this direction. I'm going to do one smooth, nice firm, and then I'm going to pull it off in the opposite direction. So one smooth, pull. And then, oops, like that. Now this is where you could mess up your clothes. In the original video, about supplies, I told you which type of table paper I like to use. This is not the table paper that I typically like to use. I like this one, but it's very noisy and I didn't want the noise to get into the sound, but I just wanted to show you. So I'm actually using the table paper kind that you can tear. This will help protect my clothes. If I was at home, I probably wouldn't be wearing pants when I do this, but on the video, that's what I'm doing. So now pull again, and you see those 2 strings of wax? That would have gotten on my pants and I would have been upset. Now I'm going to do one more, like that, and another one. There we go. And wrap it up there. So that is one leg, and you can just toss this out or you can reuse it. I like to reuse, I don't like to waste. So now I'm gonna twist my leg this way, and now I can see that my hairs are growing up here, and I'll just reimagine that hair. Now I'm going to show you that I can see this, and I'm going to finish off my line right down here. Now I still have my original line and I have my new line. So now I'm going to wax everything in here. You just take your wax stick again, wipe off the back, this as my pointer, apply against the line. Go straight down there, see if I have any left. I do. I'm going to turn this around just so I can get that perfect. Let's get some more on there. And I just want you to see how thin it is. I see a lot of people laying down wax and it's way too thick, and you're going to get into trouble for a variety of reasons for that. Okay, now I can take my previously used and loved strip. Now this time, because those hairs, I'm pretending that these hairs are growing this way, even though I applied it straight down, that was just for ease. Now I'm going to kind of give the emphasis of pulling in the direction of a diagonal. I'm going to lay the strip down kind of at a diagonal, and then I'm going to pull it close to the skin quickly and to the side. So lay it down quickly to the side, diagonal, quickly to the side, diagonal, quickly to the side. I don't have a lot of hair, I think you can tell, but if you did have a lot of hair and it was really painful, the first thing you want to do is just give it a little touch, like a smack or just a touch. So you just go pull, smack, pull, smack, pull, smack. And that really helps with the pain. And I'm not sure I'll be able to show you the back, but let's see, at least the side here. Now I'm going to use my left hand, and I still have my original line, but let's make it a little longer here. I'm sorry that you can't see this, but I will still do my best. Now I'm going to try to lay it down. If you just cannot use your left hand, then you can just turn your wrist around on your right. So you can hold your wrist like this instead of like this. If you do it like this, you'll get all drizzly on the other side and it'll be like a weird wavy line. I like to keep my lines straight, so I'm just twisting my wrist to show you how you can lay it down nicely in that direction. See if there's anything left, like that. All of this is already gone, so it wouldn't matter if it's a jaggedy line, but I'll just go like that. I'm also pressing quite firmly. A lot of people are like, you know, this is like meat, so you don't really need to worry about the pain. It doesn't feel bad at all to press. So I don't know if you can see how firm I'm pressing, but let's see if I do this. Like, it doesn't hurt me. You're not at any risk the more you press. Now I still have my original strip, so I'll give it a pull. These hairs are all growing straight up, so there's no need to put the emphasis at an angle. I'm not going to be showing you how to do your knees because I did not bring my shorts and I don't want to pull my pants off on a video. Sorry guys, you'd be shocked and you wouldn't want to see that anyway. I'm just kidding. But I will try to talk about the knees. This was my oil. We went over this in the previous video. So I'm just saturating a piece of cotton with oil, and I'm going to apply that all over here. And it's also going to take off my eyeliner pencil, any wax residue that I have. And it feels kind of good too. It's like a little massage. All right. If this was a different body part, if it was like your arms or your underarms or something like that, the same rules apply. So you want to always respect the hair growth direction. You always want to apply the wax with the hair growth. So you would go down because the leg hair grows down. But when you pull opposite. So if you have several different patterns on your underarm, then you would do each section of your underarm differently. There's very few people that I know that have hair growing under their underarm in one direction, so I don't recommend that. If I was going to be doing my knees today, let me bring that up. Knee hair can be very tricky, so you can take the same idea and draw like a little line with your eyeliner pencil and across here if you want, but you just keep your legs straight. And I like to do it off to the side. So I do like this is a clean stick. So I would go down and then I would go around to the side. You could probably do it this way as well, but I think that's a little more awkward. So I would go down a little bit with the wax here. And so you're kind of creating your first line, and then you're doing a swoop, like a Nike swoosh. So you're going like this. And then maybe a second one right across that knee bone right there. And then when you go to remove it, you would start from the side and you would work yourself like this to the side at a diagonal. Because waxing straight up on your kneecap just doesn't feel very good. Now that I'm done with that, I am going to put on a little bit of my Adios. Now this is the new Adios bottle. But here at the studio, I just try to use up stuff. So I'm gonna use my old Adios bottle and saturate the cotton with that, and then apply it onto my legs as a post-waxing treatment. This will help out with any breakouts or anything like that. Now, if I wanted to do my toes, because I'm in a good position on a table, and I'm not gonna do my toes for you today, but I would use a smaller stick like the infant tongue depressor, and I would do my toes like this, and I would do each one by itself because your toes tend to get very cold and you don't want to have a cold toe with wax. Now, if I want to do the back of my legs, I'm going to flip around this way. Now this bed is too high because this is my working table at the studio, but I would hopefully have something lower, or I would prop myself up on a stool and I would wax my leg from the back like this. And then it's very precarious, but these are weird times. And I would pull like this up the back of my leg. Okay? I hope that was helpful. I did my best. So I'm Shelley from Shelley Skincare. You can check out my other videos on my YouTube channel. I also have IGTV, Instagram, yada, yada, yada. And I hope this was helpful, and please let me know if you have any other requests for videos. I'm happy to try to do them, or you can check out my blog, which is thefreckle.blog, and I have tons and tons of different types of topics on there, and I look forward to hearing from you.